School resource officers are supposed to be just that. A resource for students and staff.
Yeah, from fun facts to life lessons, there's one officer in New Brighton who's found a unique way to brighten his students' days with daily drawings. So in this week's Maury's Stories, our Maury Glover introduces us to Officer Dito.
See ya.
It's the end of the day at Bel Air Elementary.
Bye, dude. Later. Bye,
And it's all hugs and high fives for Officer Brian Dito Menace.
Boom,
But
boom.
before he sends the students off for the long MEA weekend,
There's my boy. Derek, good job today.
Officer Dito, as he's called, illustrates just how much he enjoys being a school resource officer.
What was that? Follow me on Instagram?
It's great, the whole thing. I'm surprised that it's becoming popular. The school here is talking about it nonstop.
Dito Menace clearly has a way with kids. But he also has a talent for drawing their attention.
Just putting kids, smiles on kids' faces, seeing kids, helping them through their problems if they have problems, coaching them, teaching them life lessons, just being a buddy to them.
3 years ago, Officer Dito started doodling on the dry erase board scattered around the 3 schools he works at. Even though he has no formal artistic training, he thought his kooky cartoons would be a good way to connect with students.
I think it was, there's a whiteboard, a dry erase board with nothing on it, and I'm just passing by, and next thing you know, there's a marker in my hand, and you just go with it, and some kid notices what you're doing, or they pass you and they're curious, what are you doing? Oh, well, I'm drawing something. Come back and see it in a little bit.
So almost every day, Dito Menace comes up with a new creation to capture his students' imaginations as they walk the halls. Some are super, while others are silly. But almost all have a message to help the 1st through 5th graders make it through the day.
Mostly people, faces, and sometimes it's funny faces, sometimes it's something about the weather or bundle up for tomorrow. Sometimes it's a kid walking by, and I might have an idea in my head, but if the kid says, can you draw me something, draw me whatever it is, can you draw Pikachu? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look for Pikachu. Yeah, I do now. So they're teaching me things too. Yeah, it goes both ways.
As you might expect, Officer Dito's doodles are a hit. Both the students
I think they're there to make me laugh, and I really think they do.
One morning, I saw this cute drawing where Officer Dito made breakfast foods.
Oh, breakfast foods. Oh, okay. Did it make you smile or did it make you laugh?
It made me smile.
And he always wants to make people happy.
Sometimes I come into school with a rough day, and then when I see his drawings, it makes me laugh on how goofy they are.
and his fellow staff members.
The thing I love is that there's a great sense of whimsy to them, that he's keeping in mind who his audience is, and so he plays to that. And I think that's what keeps the kids coming back and wanting to see what he's going to do next. So that's pretty fun. And for us adults, too, we want to see what comes from the mind of Dito is what we ask ourselves here. So he's doing something that he loves to do, and the kids see it, and then they bond over it.
As for the man himself, Dito Menace believes his artistic endeavors help paint a picture of the beating heart behind the badge.
They see that police are real people too, and that police care for you and they want the best for you, and they're not always out to get you and write you tickets or whatever.
And anything that makes a child's day a little bit brighter.
Does that look like a bell?
Yeah, that's a bell.
Is a work of art.
I'll keep doing it as long as the kids are into it, as long as there's markers and boards and whatever. So, yeah, it's working out good.
In New Brighton, Maury Glover, Fox 9 News.
Hey.
Oh, nice little touch there. Well, Officer Dito Menace says some of the schools he works at are thinking about getting larger whiteboards or adding more of them just to showcase those drawings.
And I see why.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Great.